I was given up. I didn't care. I sat in the room and just sat there. Didn't do nothing. My faith is better now.
You're healing.
I am healed. I'm starting completely over, and I'm doing it on my terms. And I couldn't have done it without you. Joseph Center was a big impression in my life. I never knew anything about the Joseph Center. I was welcomed with open arms. You used to tell me, walk with your chin up. Started walking more proudly.
This is Tamy McClendon. When did you first come to Joseph Center?
In 2021.
So 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And you came as a volunteer.
Yes.
And you did that for how long?
2 years.
That's what I thought, 2 years. And you worked the front desk. And when you first came, you were in a mobilized wheelchair.
Yeah. And I was in a very bad place when I came in.
Yeah. What was going on?
I had lost my husband, lost my mom, lost both my kids. I was giving up. Robert actually had me come into the Joseph Center. He said, just come in and hang out. I said, fine, just so you'll get off my back. And I came in and he hands me a volunteer application. He says, now fill this out. So I filled it out. Shauna accepted me. I was day shelter assistant for 2 years.
Then things changed a little bit for you.
I left with in person and we were supposed to stay in Oklahoma, and then he says, well, let's go to Florida. So we go to Florida. Got my truck repoed in Pooler, Georgia. And so we were homeless. He wouldn't get a job.
So you went from literally assisting homeless individuals and families to becoming one.
Yes. And it was not a very good experience. I was beat down emotionally and a couple of times physically. He actually talked me into doing drugs, but not a one of the drugs affected me at all.
That's crazy.
It was...
I'm already crying, but go ahead.
Everybody else was getting high. It was like I was just smoking a cigarette.
Didn't bother you one bit. So how long was that time period of you being homeless?
About 2 months.
Okay.
I mean, not very long, but...
Long enough.
Long enough.
Yeah.
I was sleeping on the boardwalk in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. We were sleeping on the beach, sleeping outside of homeless shelters. None of the homeless shelters would take me because of my little dog. Then things happened and I ended up sleeping on the side of I-95 North, 40 miles south of Savannah, Georgia, because we got into a heated argument and I got out of the Jeep in the middle of the night, started walking, and I fell on the side of the highway. So I just rolled out my sleeping bag and went to sleep with my dog. Then a cop woke me up next morning, took me to the next exit, drops me off at a gas station, says, here you go. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here?
Right.
That's not my problem. My problem was to get you off the highway. That's what he told me.
So you really have experienced both sides of the coin, right? And especially the trauma of losing your mom, your husband, your 2 sons, all pretty much at the same time. And I know you're still going through some loss even now, currently. But I want to talk about the transition. You went back to Oklahoma, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I went to my brother's. Things just weren't going the greatest. And then my mother-in-law had to have brain surgery, had to have a tumor removed. So I came out here. Well, on my way out here, I found out I wasn't welcome back. I just stayed out here. And then my dad got sick and I went to try and go see my dad. And I had tires blow out and got in a fight with my brother. And so I just turned around and came right back. And been here for about 2 months, 3 months.
But a lot has happened.
A lot has happened.
Good things.
Yes.
Right?
Because I was sleeping in my car. You was letting me park up against the building so I could use Wi-Fi to do my homework.
Because now during all of this, you enrolled in school.
Yes. I enrolled in school and started in March, and my first 8 weeks I was on the honor roll because my grade point average was above a 3.5.
Okay, I'm just going to interject right there because going through, homelessness, rejection, everything, all the emotions, the trauma, and you maintained over a 3.5, GPA in school to become an accountant, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's just wild to me.
And then I got accepted into the Golden Girls, and so I was there.
How did that make you feel, though? You used to being the day shelter assistant to actually becoming one of our guests.
It was hard, and at first there was a couple of them who thought that maybe I was a spy for you, and it's like, come on. I said, no, I said, I'm not entitled, I'm not a spy. I'm in here as a Golden Girl, nothing else.
But you worked that program. You weren't a Golden Girl for a month?
A month, and then I got accepted into the Mother Teresa place.
How did you feel?
At first I thought, do I deserve this? What if somebody else that deserves it more than I do? Even Robert told me, he goes, Tamy, you deserve this.
You do.
He said, with everything that you've done and been through, he said, nobody deserves it more than you.
I'm going to cry because I have seen you transition from a woman in a mobilized wheelchair to being very shy. And then the next thing I know, there's no more wheelchair. You're rocking it, bringing me my mail, doing all the things that you did. And then we all make bad choices. Right, but I guess I'm grateful that yours didn't last.
Me too.
And it was like a 2-month experience. Do you think that helps you relate to people more?
I do.
Better?
I do.
Okay. How are you handling your trauma?
Actually, all I do is focus on my schoolwork. I try not to think about it. And I'll have days to where it's like, why do you think it's not fair sometimes?
Sure.
But at least I know they're all up there together now. I'm glad my boys are in a better place. I'd much rather have them here, but I'm glad that they're with God, because they deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before I started at the Joseph Center, my faith was gone. I had no faith in God. I detested Him. I hated Him. And coming to the Joseph Center brought me really close to God. I couldn't thank you guys enough, because if it wasn't for you guys getting me closer to God, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
So your faith is what's keeping you strong.
Yeah.
So now you have your own place.
Yes.
And you love it.
Yes, I do. I had decided that I can't keep focusing on my loss, that it's time to move on. My goal is to finish school, which I'm supposed to graduate November 26th, and I'm actually going to go to New Hampshire and do the cap and gown. I hope that what I've been through, that people can realize that their life is not over. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't give up.
Does it get better?
It'll get better.
Yeah, well, right? There's more.
There is more.
This is not the pinnacle.
No.
There is more.
Well, I have a 5-year goal. My goal is to start a nonprofit suicide awareness in memory of my boys. And I want to build a tiny home community for homeless vets, because I don't think veterans should be living on the streets. That is my 5-year goal. Focus on yourself. Don't give up, because there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And don't let anybody discourage you from doing anything. You can do anything and become anything that you want, no matter of your past. Just keep moving forward. Like Forrest Gump says, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.